Hello guys, let's start parking lot. As you can see here, it's a question. So problem statement is like where the cars are parked. Okay, so there are in a huge building, there are different parking floors, and in that parking floor there are different slots, particular for cars, trucks, bikes, etc. Different types of vehicles. You can consider this is like one parking floor. Without any human intervention. Okay. Okay. These are the command line application for the with the following requirements: create parking lot, add floors, slot, add slot, yeah, this is basically parking lot means. All right. Given a vehicle, find its first available slot, book it, create a ticket, park the vehicle, finally returns the ticket. Okay, so a car is going in. So always imagine like whatever problem, whatever the situation you are in. So I'm imagining a car going in, and it wants to find the available slot and book that slot. Then park that car, then come out, give back the ticket.
Saves time by allowing them to insert custom snippets, which lets them respond.
Here, again, somebody's taking the ticket, okay, and using card payment scanning. Prepaid ticket can also be scanned here. All right. Insert credit card here, press for ticket and block ticket. Yeah, we can get the ticket. Create, like, maybe there will be a display here. There could be a display here, like how many slots available, or is it like, yeah, maybe that would be the next level. Firstly, it's like, okay, if there is a slot available for this car, for a car, then book the ticket at that particular floor. So in building, there are different parts. Okay, it's kind. Can be on-screen instruction. There could be like available cars left. Scanners could be there to scan that particular place is empty or not. Permanent users, there is a, if the spot is available, they will like just listen. You can go. Okay, so all these functionalities are already there. All right, and in the end, the receipt to collect the slot. Okay, changes not return on-screen instruction. Like here, there could be a display of like how many cars are there and not there, which can be easily available here. Then the change coin, coins. We can insert coin, a credit card, coin slot, the coin, receipt to collect slot. Okay, here we collect. Okay, active screen advertising. I like whatever like advertising. Pay by notes. We can pay by notes. Change notes here. Navigation buttons. Navigation button, like it's also the on screen. Okay, navigation. Yeah, help, pay, and cancel. These things are like, all right. Okay, these are the functionalities. You can have different methods of payment, and here you can get the here you can get the slot tickets. Okay. Okay, so we get the ticket on the entry, and it will be like booking the slot. Okay, we book the slot, and at the end, like we're coming out. We're coming out, and we need to pay at that coming out. Like how many time, like how much time you took, you booked that slot. Payment process done. So the user don't want to know. They would like to know a variable slot for the car, right? And but don't want to know the exact how we are calculating. Working at that slot. Right. So all right, these are the sequence like which I found like what are the products. Okay, booking a slot, like these are the conditions which has to be fulfilled. Either one of them. Okay. It could be like a truck or a van or a car. All right. And parking also, like there is, right. I'll be back a few minutes. Okay, so we have the sequence ready almost.
Hey Austin, downtown parking is going green and high-tech.
Our new pay stations, replacing the old parking meters, will be solar powered. And for your convenience, these new pay stations take credit and debit cards as well as coins.
Best of all, they're simple to use. Let me show you how.
First, insert your coins, credit, or debit card to start payment. For credit cards, just insert your card. Add time in 15-minute increments. The meter will show how much time has been paid so far. Press the Cancel button if you need to start over. When done, press the green button to print out the receipt. Your expiration time and date will be printed in large text on the receipt. Remove the adhesive sticker and attach the receipt on the inside of your car windshield, on the side closest to the curb. Make sure it is placed high enough for enforcement officials to see. And if you have leftover time on your receipt, you can run another errand and park in another spot, as long as it's within the same time allotted.
So finally, there's no more digging around your car for loose change. These meters take plastic. And as for these old meters, we're going to recycle them in a variety of ways, but that's nothing new for Austin.
You may have seen our new parking machines around, but perhaps you're not sure how to use them. With our new machines, you can now pay by card or with cash. You can also pay by phone. To pay by card, find your nearest machine, press the blue cross to select your length of stay. Once you've selected your time, press the green tick to confirm. Insert your card and enter your PIN on the keypad. Press the blue cross to select your length of stay. Once you've selected your time, press the green tick to confirm.
Length of stay here also.
Insert your card and enter your PIN on the keypad. Take your ticket and display it in your vehicle, making sure it's clearly visible. To use contactless payment, press the blue cross to choose your length of stay. Press the green tick to confirm. When the green light shows, tap your payment device. 4 green lights equals success. Take your ticket and display it in your vehicle. Paying with cash, insert the correct coins for your stay and display it in your vehicle. No card or cash, no worries. You can also pay by phone. Download the Ringo app and register. Then find the Ringo 5-digit code displayed on signs in every zone. Call Ringo and follow the instructions. Enter in the code and your vehicle registration number. You'll receive a confirmation from Ringo. Opt out to avoid text message charges. Top up your time on the go, and that's it.
Okay, slot available. It's like it could be like a more like there are many cars in a particular floor. It is not visible. Okay, so this is what we are dealing with, not this particular thing. Okay.
Smart Drivers, Rick with Smart Drive Test, talking to you today about parking in a car park or a parking garage. Had a comment from Ann Smith there in Hawaii, and also had a comment from X. Both of them wanted me to give some further information on parking in car parks, parking garages, and those types of things. So today we're going to do parking garages, and in another video I'll do busy parking lots for you. Just before we get started here, be sure to hit that subscribe button, especially if you're working towards a license or starting safety bar that's on chains. If you hit that, know that you can't go into the parking garage because you're going to get jammed up in there. Now, the other thing is go slowly in the parking garage. That'll give you better reaction time and allow you to scan better for other vehicles and pedestrians in the car park. There's going to be garages and car parks, so know that you
Okay, here also availability is not shown.
most of them now you can pay with a Visa card. You might need some change and those types of things. Take note of which level you're on. That's either the level number or it'll be color coded as the one we're in today. And when you're parking at backing out of the space or driving into the space, whatever you're doing, make sure you go slowly. That way you can get a clear line of sight before you actually back out. But the key to a car park or a parking garage, especially the smaller ones if you're driving a bigger vehicle, go slowly, because the slower you go, the sharper the vehicle turns. So that's key to parking in these parking garages and car parks and whatnot. And you know, the slower you go as well, you're going to have a better line of sight and be able to see other vehicles and pedestrians. So stick around. We'll be right back with that information. To you today about parking in a car park or a parking garage. And this one here you may be able to see in the dash cam, the clearance is 6 feet 5 inches. 6 foot 5 inches. If you hit those overhanging things, you know you can't go into the car park because your vehicle is too high. So we're yield to the traffic on the right here because there's another entrance into the car park here. So nice and slow up. And one of the things is that you're going to feel claustrophobic because there's a roof overhead and it's low. It's only 6 foot 5, which is about 2 meters for those of you in other countries that use metric. Now, the signs overhead do not back into the stall, so pay attention to those signs as well. Pay attention to which level you're on. We're on level 2, the elevator is there, and you want to take note of where your vehicle is. Often, most car parks or parking garages will have signs indicating which level you're on. And this one has lots of parking for people with disabilities, mobility challenges, and those types of things, because it's the parking garage is attached to a health unit where there's doctors and whatnot. So there's that as well. And again, go slow in these places, because the slower you go, the sharper the vehicle turns. And just look out for pedestrians and other people walking and people that have children with them and those types of things. So we just pick a spot here, and some of these parking spaces you can't see the pavement marking, but it says for a small car. So we pull in, we stop, until the front of the vehicle is near the wall, and we secure the vehicle by putting on the parking brake, put it into a low gear. If you're driving an automatic, it's going to go into park, and you secure all your valuables in the vehicle because you don't want valuables and those types of things to get stolen. So that's how you do it. And then you back out of the space, put it into reverse, and when you back up, full 360-degree scan, and we back up slowly. And it's a little bit weird because we're on a bit of an angle here because we're on the slope now. Okay, and we're just going slow. We're back far enough, and now we proceed out of the car park. Now, I'm going to park one more time. I'm going to go right to the top, and I'll show you how to do this. And again, this is a small car. If you have a bigger vehicle like a Ford F-350 or a big Dodge or a Hummer or whatnot, it's going to be pretty challenging driving in these car parks with a bigger vehicle. If you've got a smaller vehicle like I do, and again, over on this direction here, over on that side, I can't see, so I'm going really slowly. 360-degree scan, lots of looking, but going very slowly in these car parks. And again, as I said, and the key to this is going slowly, because the slower you go, the sharper the vehicle turns. So we'll just go up to the roof. We'll do a U-turn and come back down just to show you the top of the car park, or the parking garage here. And you can see this one, they've tried to decorate the cement up a little bit by allowing some of the people to come in and put some, what some people might call graffiti, some paintings, artwork on some of the walls here in this parking garage, which makes it a little bit nicer. And again, the colors, you can see this one isn't labeled in terms of the levels, but the colors are different for each level. So take note of which color and which level you're on. You can count the levels as you're coming up if the signs aren't there. You can see this is the top of the parking garage here. And again, this is where the trucks and whatnot are parking up here because it's fairly easy. So now what we do is we pull up here, looking behind us into reverse, all the way around, looking out the back window. And again, we're not supposed to be backing in. I'm just going to turn around here, so that's why I'm not really backing into the space. Okay, signaling 360-degree scan, no children, no pedestrians, and we proceed. And so this is the top of the building, and this is color coded, and that's a good point, is that some of the parking garages will be color coded in terms of the levels. So the top level on this one is orange. The next level down is green. So when you park your vehicle, take note of either the level or the color of whichever it is for the parking garage that you're going to be in. And then you just obey the signs, stay in your lane, go slowly. As you can see, I'm not going very quickly at all, probably less than 10 kilometers an hour, which is about 6 or 7 miles an hour. And that is the key. And just, I've got my foot on the brake and I'm controlling down, and now we're on the blue level. You can see that. You can see that most of these parking garages and car parks, if they're over 3 levels, they're going to have elevators. So take note of where your car is in relation to the elevators as you park your vehicle. So that was the blue level, and see that car was going a bit fast, and I'm just covering the brake. I've got my foot on the brake so that I could just slow down there a little bit as I was coming around the corner. This is the yellow level here. So we're proceeding down, and we're just keep going around in a circle, and that's essentially all it is in parking garages. So we're on the yellow level, which I believe is level 2, and we should be fairly close to the exit and getting out. And here, right there in front of us, you can see the alleyway over to exit, and we go to the right. The alleyway back there to the health unit. And yes, and we're out of the car park here, and we can see the stop sign here just before the sidewalk or the footpath, and we come to a complete stop, and then we creep out until we can see the sidewalk clearly. It's clear of pedestrians, clear of traffic, and when all of that is clear, then we can proceed with our left-hand turn. Quick review of parking in a parking garage or a car park. Now, that safety bar at the entrance to the car park, if you hit that, know for a fact that you cannot go in there. If you're driving a larger truck or a van, do not go in there, because if you hit that, you're going to jam yourself up in there between the floor and the ceiling of the car park. So just know that's the first defense. As well, it's going to feel a little odd when you're in the car park because you've got a roof over top of you, and that roof oftentimes is only 6 feet 5 inches, as it was there in that car park, or around 2 meters, which is not very high. It's often a little bit taller than what you are. So know it's going to feel a little bit weird. As well, If you're parking on the ramps, you're gonna be parking on a bit of an angle, so that's gonna be weird. Go slow in the car parks, less than 10 kilometers an hour, 6 to 8 miles an hour. Don't go very fast, because the slower you go, the sharper the vehicle turns. As well, the slower you go, the better you're gonna be able to scan and look for people who are walking around the car park and other vehicles in the car park. And as you saw in the video there, that woman kind of came tearing up the ramp there and cut the corner off. So if you've got your foot over the brake and you're covering the brake and not going very fast, you've got better reaction time and are going to get less into trouble. And as well, you saw the warning signs in that car park there that you weren't to back in, you were to drive in, and oftentimes the reason is because people back into the wall and those types of things. They're just not very good at backing up, so that's the reason for that, just safety. When you park your vehicle, most of the time, if you're above level 2 or 3, you're going to take the elevator down, so note where your vehicle is parked in relation to the elevators. Note which level you're on so you can remember to find your vehicle. In that car park, there weren't levels, but there were different colors on the levels, and that's how they designated the levels. So take note of which color it is, take note of which level you're on in the car park, and that way you'd be able to find your vehicle. When you back out of the space, go slowly until you can see and have a clear line of sight for other vehicles and pedestrians in the car park. Going slow until you can see and scan is the key to getting in and out of the car park, as well as going slowly. And again, when we came out of the car park there, we followed the signs for the exit, and sometimes you're
Right. So So problem study, like I got a certain idea, some idea. Okay, parking lot and floors and parking slot to each floors. Okay, we'll find this like available slot. So car it's like the available slot and unparked vehicle given the ticket ID. This is where it is like there has to be like a payment. This will be the number of lease slots per floor for each vehicle for specific vehicle. Okay, this is all lease slots for per floor. So this way, okay, so all of the vessel occupied display like each spot. Okay. Okay, every vehicle has a type of color, different vehicle, different types of vehicles. Okay, so when we are creating the parking lot, number of floors is available, number of slots per floor is available. It has to be made available. So these are the input which is going in, and the output ticket ID and parking lot full fill. Okay, calm down and get back to the process. That is the most clever thing. Number of vehicles free on each floor. Occupied slots numbers. Let and then repeat. Okay, just a moment. All right. So what I feel like, so the, creating parking lot, it is like a it's a function called, could be a function on display. It's like definitely a function called free count has to be displayed for car. So it has to be a function. Okay. And park vehicle, it is also a function which has to have these attributes coming from somewhere else. Okay. And display free count. Yeah, free count car, number of free slots. It is a specific function. There is also a function and display occupied slots. It is also a function. All right. some kind of logic is behind that, and to yeah. Okay, these are like a function. It's also a function. So display occupied slots, park a vehicle. Park a vehicle, it is also a function, and park vehicle, a car. These kind of attributes has to be going there. It has to come out as a solution. All right, and there's a now registration number, color. Okay, these three things are going. Okay, these three things are going on. All right, then occupied slots. Display occupied. So like it's like one function, one function. Okay, this is three are different functions. Like if you like part of one class and it is three different functions. And park vehicle, it is also a function. Okay, creating parking lot, it is also a function. It has to create a ticket, ticket ID. Okay, it is a ticket ID. Ticket ID is a registration number and color. It has to like these three values, and it's not going in. All right, just a moment. Like, okay, and if it's count, it's like display occupied, park vehicle, all right, display disabled. Okay, number of free slots for car current floor 1, 3. Okay, the display function, number of free slots. These are for car, it's like vehicle type. 1, 3. This one floor number and number of free slots. 3. All right, number of free display free slots for car. Okay, free count. Display free count. Free slots, like free number. Okay, according to the output, it is like this free count and free slots. Slot number is asked, right? And for the occupied slots for car floor 1 is like nothing. Park vehicle, ticket number, that is all right. And the ticket number, it has to be ticket ID. What what is like has to be the ticket ID? Ticket ID, like it has to be ticket issue. Each available vehicle also all together Okay, to get ready like 1 and 4, it's like it could be row number 1, slot number 4. Sure. It has to be number of the floor and slot. Okay, so okay, number of the floor. These are the common things which has to be integrated from the parent class or something similar which should happen. Right? Parking lot full message. Yeah, it should happen. Yeah. And number of free slots of car for 1 is equal to 0. Okay, after doing all those things, like what is the final result of all those things? Okay. There's an invalid ticket which is coming out. Okay, what could be like the logic behind it? Ticket invalid, or is it occupied? I'm not. It could be some real life thing. It's like parking. If the car is not there. Okay, great. So let's get going. Okay. So vehicle type, registration number, and color. These are three. So these are the two things like which has to be the type. Okay, until 8 p.m. I will try to make it out. Okay, 7. Okay, so from vehicle, like there are three kinds of vehicle: car, bike, and truck. Okay, so these three have like a different registration number and color. No, so when you're creating object for like C1, like one of the card, and it has to be it has to be with the so it has to take so the registration number and color is like very specific to a particular object, particular car. So when we are having input, like it has to go to the car and it has to be stored in the car. Okay, then we need to class car. Registration number and color. Vehicle type. Okay, it varies from So the purpose of the vehicle car to get the vehicle type. Right? So since we are taking a type from below, okay. So let's have it. Let's have create an object. C1, the car one. So car. So it's by convention, like we have the class name starts with the capital letter. What is the first value? It's registration number. 1 2 3 4 and color black and vehicle type. Okay. Okay. We have the color black and okay. Constructor. Okay. It is inside. Alright. So prototype like a vehicle like also like we are not seeing it. So that is why it's like abstraction is called. Okay. And constructor color car. The car like we get the type. Okay. Okay, great. Uh, park vehicle. It is a function, and there could be so when you're stuck, take a moment to look somewhere else. Okay, so what do we need? We need a function. And it has to be function like a park vehicle. It has to be function, and it has to take all these things. And output has to be if slot is available. Ticket ID has to be number of person. Where can be that function? So I need vehicle type, registration number, and color. So what could be the possibility? Like if I extends to car. Okay. No, it doesn't work. Type is not coming. Sure, it works. Okay. Black. Okay. And in here there could be a function. So getter function, it's like whatever it is like there, and it will get those values, and setter function is like whatever it is like value which is we got, we change that to some other value. So it's like a yeah, that is the functionality of that. All right, so this. Yep, that should be it. And I will continue a bit later. We'll have something to eat and